Hi guys, welcome back to the channels. Hope you have a great weekend and you have celebrated Navratri, Dashera, Durga Pujo, everything very well. Okay, so let's start our new topic, that is necrotizing fasciitis. We have dealt thoda sa introduction about that. We'll be dealing this in detail today. Okay, let's start. Necrotizing fasciitis, clinical presentation and pathogenesis, present as a rapidly progressive dissecting subcutaneous infection in the neck. Most likely to be a history of a recent surgery, trauma or odontogenic infection. Frequently, the individual is diabetic. The neck will be crepitant as a result of the infection dissecting along the platysma. So crepitus सुनाई पड़ेगा. The skin will be mottled and blue due to venous stasis secondary to small vessel thrombosis. तो thrombosis होता है जिसकी वजह से stasis होता है and skin will appear mottled and blue. Other area of skin will be erythematous. The skin will be painful but may also have a notable paresthesia. तो both ends are present. It can be painful and some ends में paresthesia भी दिखेगा. Okay. Necrosis of subcutaneous fascia and platysma is seen. Fever and tachycardia accompany the local finding. It represents a true synergistic infection. मतलब दो ऑर्गेनिज्म मिलके उस चीज़ को, मतलब एक इंडिविजुअल का जितना पोटेंशियल है दूसरे इंडिविजुअल का दूसरा जितना पोटेंशियल है, तो दे एड अप व्हेन दे मीट. दिस इज कॉल्ड सिनर्जिस्टिक रिलेशनशिप. सो इट रिप्रेजेंट अ ट्रू सिनर्जिस्टिक infection. In most cases affecting head and neck, anaerobic streptococci produce spreading factors such as hyaluronidase and streptokinase, which result in basal thrombosis leading to ischemia. So जो anaerobic streptococci होते हैं, they produce hyaluronidase and streptokinase, जो कि vessel thrombosis करता है and that leads to ischemia. नाउ बैक्टीरियोइड्स क्या करता है, जो ये एनारोबिक इन्वॉल्वमेंट है उसको और बढ़ाता है एंड दे बाय द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ इनसॉल्यूबल गैसेस सच एज नाइट्रोजन एंड हाइड्रोजन. ओके, नाउ कमिंग टू द डिफरेंशियल डायग्नोसिस ऑफ नेक्रोटाइजिंग fasciitis. First is leukemia, second is immunoblastic lymphoma and third is noma. Now diagnostic workup. Gram staining and culture, routine blood count because leukocytosis is seen, then blood glucose, urine analysis, burn, that is blood urea nitrogen, and creatinine to assess potential ketoacidosis and dehydration. So ketoacidosis and dehydration होता है, इसलिए we do all these tests. Soft tissue radiograph or CT scans, hydrogen and nitrogen gas will produce gas bubble formation on the radiograph. So जो ये हाइड्रोजन और नाइट्रोजन गैस जो बैक्टीरियोइड प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, they will show gas bubble formation on the radiograph. Okay, now coming to the treatment part. It is a severe and a serious infection. Every patient loses some tissue, hence the lay term is flesh-eating bacteria. In necrotizing fasciitis, the tissue become loose, or the tissue not become loose, that loses the tissue, which means कि कम होते जाता है वो. So it is also known as, in lay term we also call it as flesh-eating bacteria. Require reconstructive surgery. Obviously इतना लॉस हुआ है तो रिकॉन्स्ट्रक्शन लगेगा ही. And the treatment is antibiotic along with debridement. So reconstructive surgery and antibiotic along with debridement is the treatment for this. So we'll be seeing which all antibiotic is needed in this and how much in which quantity and what along with antibiotic is given. We'll see this in next class. Okay, till then like, share, subscribe and comment. Bye.